actually currently in the women's lounge in the complex that I'm currently living in. So if people just randomly walk in, they're not walking into my house, guys. So don't be worried, okay? They're just walking into the women's lounge. I'm excited to get this video up for you guys because this has been a highly requested video since I started YouTubing, and I think that this would be super helpful to anybody who's just getting into lifting, or if you're intermediate lifter. These are things that will be very beneficial for you in the gym. So let's go ahead and jump into the gym bag. Sorry if I have some flyaways. My hair was down when I first started this video, but it just was not working out for me today. So let's do this. The reason why I titled this "What is currently in my gym bag" is because my gym bag, I know, is missing some stuff, just stuff that I've lost along the way that I never ever ended up repurchasing, which I severely need to. And do not judge, it's crusty and I need to order another one. FYI, or FYI, is it FYI? For your information. Don't order colored bags, guys. Why? Yes, they are cute. Us girls, we love neon colors, but they end up getting dirty as shit. So my next bag is gonna be black. For sure. Okay, so I get thousands and millions, bazillions questions about my belt on Instagram. I got this from Inzer. There's also a new one that's, I think, very, very similar to the same material. They're called Pioneer. Theirs come a little bit faster. Inzer is fucking awesome. The only thing is it takes about probably 4 to 6 weeks to actually receive the belt. What do these do for me? In particular, these are good for bodybuilders and for powerlifters. Kind of an essential thing. They're just extra support for your back, especially if you start lifting heavy. If you're deadlifting, if you're squatting, you definitely need one of these. Get a belt. These things are life. Next. So guys, Addy Power squat shoes. Why do we need squat shoes? They help you stabilize more in your squat. A lot of people will not have good dorsiflexion, which is just where your Achilles tendon is, that being able to bend or not. That's why a lot of people, when they'll go down into squats, they tend to tilt forward on their heels. It helps you get to depth more, helps with your dorsiflexion, and it helps stabilize. Like, if you get them and you squat in them, you'll understand what I mean by stabilizing here. Oh, these are my fave. These are my fave. These are my fave. Knee sleeves. They protect your knees, right? And when you start lifting heavy, it just becomes a lot on your joints, especially obviously your knees, because that's what's taking the bang when you are squatting, really, is your knees and your hips. But the one thing that I do like about SBDs is they have like a threading over the bandage. I'm not good with materials, okay guys? I'm not a fashion designer, right? It's like a threading over the bandage part or whatever on the outside. Hello. Hi. Are you doing a shoot in here? I'm just doing a video. These are worth the investment, okay? Like I told you guys, people are gonna be walking in here. These are worth the investment, guys. Go get them. Oh, yes. Yes. VersaGrips. These are more so good for bodybuilders, good for deadlifting, because a lot of the time your grip will give out, but not your strength. So these help with that. So this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about because there's mobility bands that you can use to help with your hip mobility, your shoulder mobility, your life mobility. But I don't have them. But those bands are usually connected like this, and they're a lot thinner than this weird looking, stretchy looking thing. I usually use as a head wrap in the gym, like this. It'll usually keep the sweat off of my face. Just kidding. Mobility band. There's a whole bunch of different exercises that you can use this band for. I use it particularly for to warm up my internal rotator cuff when I'm about a bench. What else do I have in here? So I have tanning. It will just be running down your nose and you won't even know it. So it's almost over actually. Tampons for nosebleeds when you squat or you deadlift. But you could technically use it for that. No, you know, just if you're on the go and you start to go. So this is gonna be the last thing that is in my gym bag. This is a lacrosse ball. Mine's crusted, as you can see. Girls, don't get colored stuff. It always ends up getting crusty as fuck and dirty, and you just stare at it and you're like, that's disgusting. I need a dark one so that I don't know how nasty it looks because it's dark, so I just don't know. Foam rolling. Some people like to carry around foam rollers in their bag. I don't want to roll around with a suitcase at the gym. That's just me. I don't know about you guys. I have some friends that have bags like they're literally leaving to Europe for 2 weeks, and I just don't understand. And they'll have full-on foam rollers in there when there's usually foam rollers at the gym. This is super, super good. Foam rolling, I suggest it. Yes, someone just turned on a cooler and I'm so happy they did that because I'm literally sweating even though I'm in a crop top sweater. This is really good to roll your glutes out with. So it's like a mobility ball basically. I'll try and get on my traps. Everything in your body, you can roll out your quads, you can roll out your glutes, you can roll out your toes. This is your best friend, okay? Just get in where the tender parts are. I even get up against walls sometimes. Oh, we have one more. Have like weak wrists, or you have a really, really small wrists, which I actually do for the ratio to my hands. I've always had big manly hands. That's why I try to cover up with manicures and make it look petite. Weaker joints, weaker wrists, or when they bench a lot, like their wrists will start aching. I've lifted with people who that happens to them. Yes, guys, so you just wrap them around your wrists like this. I don't really remember how to use these, but you just put your thumb in like this. Wrap, wrap. Yeah, so it's like that. So it just really helps with keeping your wrists tight and in place. I really hope my hair isn't flopping in it. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know people always wonder once they get into lifting and once they're in the gym and once they're doing their thing and it's like been a year, what do I need to be bringing? So that's what I bring to the gym. All around, whenever I've done my bikini preps, whenever I've done my powerlifting meets, the belt, the shoes, the mobility bands, and the lacrosse ball are things that I would definitely say that you should have. I love you guys a ton. You know, I just hit 3,000 subscribers the other day. I know that isn't a lot compared to some people. It's something that I'm super excited about, and I just want to thank you guys for all the support that you've been showing me lately, and I'm excited to bring you guys more stuff, all the support. You know, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and keep giving me more ideas for content, because at the end of the day, I do this for you guys. I love doing this. So whatever, you know, informative videos you want to see, crusty videos you want to see, anything you want to see, just let me know. I love you. Bye.